Welcome, Erika Kirk. So the last time Erika was with us, it was 2 weeks before her wedding, and now she has 2 children. So that will tell you how many years it's been. 4
years.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been 4 years since she's been with us. And
do you mind if I move this pillow?
I don't mind if you move it.
Okay. Let me just put it back in.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. I feel bad because the dark MAGA hat guy put the pillow back here. That's how you know you're at a good church, when he has the dark MAGA hat.
Guy.
He had the, I don't know where he is, but he was back there and
All right.
set up my chair so nicely.
We're MAGA here. Is anyone else?
Oh, MAGA, witch.
I timestamp things in my phone. When someone says something or I overhear something, I use my notes all the time, and I like to look back to see what time that was, what year that was. I save all that. Anyway, so I have it in my phone. And
well, as you're putting your voice out there through the podcast, being a fellow of the Falkirk Center,
I wanted to be able to learn how to blend my secular world of what I'm into with business stuff, mix that in with my biblical leadership background, and really be able to use that, whether that's, speaking and other things, like even with the Falkirk Center. But
I'll be very honest with you guys. My life would be easier if I avoided politics. I completely admit that. And I'm going to be very honest. This is a Calvary.
And honestly, it takes a long time to learn about that. It takes a long time to learn what your idols are and what in life, pushes you in different directions. But
all of you who are already believers, it is your job to shepherd these people. Do not take that lightly.
You speak the truth. God will take care of the rest. It's not that hard.
Anyways, so we had met through a family friend. He had invited me to the office opening for Turning Point USA, which I know several of you guys are supporters of, so thank you for all of your support for Turning Point USA.
Here's the zodiac sign of the Royal Arch in Freemasonry. Very important, as we've been covering the solar eclipse ritual on the 33rd ley line, explaining how these eclipses, astrological alignments, and the geomancy, the geomagnetic ley lines, are all intertwined with the Knights Templars and the different bloodlines. Here's Anya Saru's research of the Royal Arch of Turning Point. You just turn it around, and then you got the keystone at the top. President Trump was assassination attempt in the Keystone State. That's very symbolic.
I thought that she was really smart, and allegedly one of their mutuals had suggested that Charlie Kirk hire Erika. I'm assuming it was Donald Trump or someone on his team, because Donald Trump had signed on to work with Charlie Kirk, and Erika was already one of Donald Trump's employees, so it would make the most sense for Donald Trump and his team to encourage Charlie Kirk to hire Donald Trump's employees. Anyways, Charlie Kirk DM'd Erika, invited her for a job interview. The job interview ended up turning into a date, and Erika allegedly had said, "You're not going to be my boss, you're going to..."
And so I went to the office opening, and he was like, "You need to meet the CEO," and
well, you're obviously taking this Christian theme and really applying it to your life. You're pursuing a doctorate of education in Christian leadership, and then you are a fellow at the Falkirk Center at Liberty, which I believe is pretty new. I love the idea of it. I learned about it just a couple of weeks ago, but talk about the Falkirk Center and kind of why you're a fellow and what it is.
I'm really excited about it because it's something that we really need. I feel as if not only in today's world of, entertainment industry, but also political world as well, a lot of people have been taking scripture out of context and using it in a way that better fits their narrative, which again, like I was talking about, can be extremely dangerous and misleading, especially to non-believers. So for me, it's the thing that's so important about the Falkirk Center is that we're able to create a space, if you will, where people can understand and defend their position as a Christian and understand and defend their rights as a Christian, their viewpoints as a Christian, but then also as a conservative in a way that is understandable to other people.
I was like, okay, great. I don't know. I was not familiar with that world at all.
I'll tie this into the pageant world a little bit. You competed in 2012. Obviously, a little bit different time for pageants. It wasn't completely different, but Things have
I feel like
evolved.
it was the glory days.
It was. It
It
well,
was
definitely.
when the Glamazons still roamed.
It was a glamour time. It was, ratings were higher, etc. Trump owned the whole deal, but I guess Trump owned the whole deal.
And so he had discussed, the mutual family friend worked for Charlie, and they were trying to get me to do like a faith component within Turning Point USA. And I would say 2.5 weeks later, I'm in the Hamptons with one of my uncles, and I get a random DM on Instagram, and you never know, like, if these people are the real people or whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, you have such a unique background. What got you into pageants?
Great question. I had got something in the mail and received it, I think it was 2009, I believe, or 2010. I had received something in the mail, and it was basically saying, you've been nominated to, come and be, compete for the pageant. And I looked at my mom, and I was like, I play basketball. This is not something that I would ever really do. And my mom was like, just try it. It might be fun.
I'm feeling sexy and free, like glitter's raining on me.
Hi, I'm Junior Renteria, National Makeup Artist for Rain Cosmetics, here with Erika, Miss Arizona.
Hi!
So Erika, what are some of your favorite products from Rain Cosmetics?
I absolutely love Lifeguard Lover.
They got that piece of mail, and they were like, hell no, this is not me. I'm a jock. It's not going to happen. I'm not a pretty girl. What made you make the jump?
Great question. So I had started a nonprofit called Everyday Heroes Like You when I was in high school.
You're telling me Erika Kirk's mother is the CEO of... Who would have thought? Actually, I would, considering the nonprofit that Erika Kirk actually set up. It was called Everyday Heroes Like You, Inc.
And we had a routine that we did when Erika was playing basketball, because you look at this face. Take a look at this face. You look at this face now. She had a game face that was scary. And what she would do is that she would get this sort of scowl that she looked at, and it was almost as if there was an alter ego. And but that game face was there.
I still have that game face.
Yes, you just wear it differently.
Wear it differently,
Yeah, yes.
and with heels.
And with heels, yes. A great look.
Mostly because it has that beachy, but not only that, I love the fact that I can use it as not only a bronzing product, but a contouring product.
And I love it that your forehead and your cheeks.
Yes.
So going with that, what is...
How did you manage to maintain a natural look?
Fireworks display for you. The air guard doesn't work, and the company knows the system doesn't work, but they're pushing it through anyway. Because they rigged it, Mr. Secretary. Because they rigged it, Mr. Secretary.
Well, I have a good hairdresser.
Those were born in my heart in Manhattan.
I'm from New York, and I come across a lot of people who are not from here, but who are from other parts of the world, who really have absolutely no fashion sense.
They look ridiculous.
There's no personal style.
Why don't you just put them on train, send them to a camp, and say bye-bye?
Yeah. I would love to say bye-bye to most of them.
And Proclaim Streetwear is a Christian clothing line, and it's based off of Isaiah 61, proclaiming the year of the Lord's favor. But it's also tied into Luke 3:11, and I'm very close to my grandparents. And when my grandfather passed away, he died on a Tuesday at 3:11 p.m. And the only way.
And it's actually one of the reasons my fiance has an amazing clothing line. You guys should check it out. All made in America. I'm sporting it today. Proclaim Ministries.
And for me, just watching that, it really inspired me to be able to understand that, hey, I come from a bloodline of entrepreneurs, even with my dad's side of the family.
Mostly because it has that beachy, bronzy feel to it. And I am pale, but I get tan during the summertime.
You don't look pale today.
Not today because of this incredible product.
There's times where on different modeling jobs, I would have to keep my mouth shut because 90% of the people on set had very, very different beliefs than I did.
Just kind of tuck in my little cheekbones so you can see them, and then contour a little bit on my forehead and also my nose. So it works out really well.
And so you're just, sitting there realizing the the vapor and all of it. And for me, it was one of those, because I had that experience. I went through that. And for me, it was one of those things where it really taught me that, but at the same time, to really embrace that moment of your life and get as much as you can out of it. Obviously, there's a futility to it.
Good company.
I told Erika, you're in South Orange County, girl. It's conservative down here. Yeah.
Good company.
Yeah.
So for people listening, is there a website they can go to get that?
Yeah, for sure. proclaimstreetwear.com, and they can go on there, and we're going to be getting our new stuff in here pretty soon. But yeah, it's funny. Doing clothing is very interesting. It's not for everyone. I've learned that a lot of people think that you can just go online and like green print a shirt, which is great, but that's not where we were at. I wanted to do something that was made in the USA, which has been very difficult.
And I love the packaging of this, if I can get it out of here. Oh, I think,
help you.
yeah, maybe your muscles.
I'll get it.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Alex. Hey, Robin. Nice shoes. Thanks. I got them for Legally Blonde. An orange set of shoes for Legally Blonde?
Yeah. Orange is the new pink.
And pop star Pink, superstar really, Pink, she's come under fire for seemingly mocking Charlie Kirk's memorial. On Instagram, she posted that Pop Goes the Weasel should have played at the service. And Lydia, she deleted that post after getting a backlash.
On top of that, I absolutely
Makes you look really glowy.
It
You look
does.
even from head, from forehead
It
down.
does.
On your Instagram reel, when she's so private that she doesn't want us to see her children's faces or know their names or know very much about their wedding or any of their private things, but she's showing this inordinate number of blood vials. Okay, well, here we have breast milk. That's not intimate. Certainly we should see that. We should see the breast milk that she's putting away in her little fridge.
As if.
Whoa. Whoa.
What can you say about that?
I actually haven't seen that, and I've never liked Pink, and this just confirms why.
So I'm taking this to mean that she's talking about, as the title of her little Instagram reel is, that it is what she has learned having had her second baby. I think it's creepy to show blood. Probably, we're going to look at those numbers here in case they mean anything. 745, 616. I don't know if that has any significance whatsoever. You never know. Now, this is creepy.
And we get attached to that, and then we start seeking that, and we start running after that.
It's bizarre. You have to say it's creepy. And some will point out her position of her fingers are pointing down, could totally be innocent, but because I gather clues, I'm going to gather all the clues that I can find. I may discard it in the future, but right now I'm going to notice that this is a portion of the Baphomet sign, which is those who worship evil. Baphomet is the devil, the evil one, and 2 fingers pointing down and 2 fingers pointing up is the usual sign.
Have you ever thought of using disabled models, like, but with normal clothes? I mean, not like disgusting disabled, not with that kind of, but just like the mentor thing. So you wouldn't really be able to see it.
There's one model that we used for a couple of seasons that was deaf.
Oh, did she know when to go out? Did you have to push her?
No, you just, you tap her.
But no, it's an incredible product and it works really well.
Well, we're glad that you like the product and the bronzer. You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you throughout the competition. So thanks for taking some time out and good luck.
Thank you.
Well, everything you brought up there is super interesting because, there was one line that you said in there that totally caught my ear because I hear it all the time in the world of pageantry, and that is, I manifested it, or I set a goal and I prayed for it, and I actually looked it up. It's actually referred to as pantheism.
Keep up the good work.
is. It looks like clouds. I love it.